New today, the ranking member of House Oversight is now demanding Todd Blanche be brought before the committee to answer questions about the DOJ's Epstein investigation. Congressman Robert Garcia calling on Chairman James Comer to, quote, stand by his word and force Blanche to testify. Back in July, Chairman Comer said he wanted Blanche to appear before the committee as soon as he was confirmed as Attorney General. In a new letter to the chairman, Garcia writing, quote, many Americans already believe the DOJ has sought to cover up the Epstein files to protect President Trump. Mr. Blanche must directly address these concerns for the American public. Joining us now is MS Now senior legal reporter Lisa Rubin. Lisa, do you think the Representative Garcia gets what he's asking for here?
I don't think that Representative Garcia is going to get quite what he's asking for unless and until the Democrats retake Congress, in which case he will have the subpoena power as the chairman of this committee, and he can conduct the Epstein investigation as he sees fit. You'll notice that the response from Chairman Comer is that he is seeking Mr. Blanche's coming in to talk to the committee, but he doesn't describe it in terms of a subpoena. And that's because in his preferred universe, Todd Blanche comes in voluntarily and then gets to set the boundaries of what he will and will not testify to. This is also a Department of Justice that under Todd Blanche's leadership is taking an expansive view of presidential communications privileges. Yes. And I think that if Todd Blanche comes in to House Oversight and talks about the Epstein investigation, we can expect him to take that very broad view of presidential communications privilege to the committee when it comes to his conversations with Donald Trump about Jeffrey Epstein and the investigation.
Remind our viewers what it is that House Oversight could learn specifically from Todd Blanche.
I think Todd Blanche, as the Deputy Attorney General, was in charge of the department's response to the Epstein Files Transparency Act. So let's start there. The top official at DOJ making calls about what we as a public saw was Todd Blanche. And so getting some more granular understanding of that from Todd Blanche is something the committee desperately wants, particularly after Pam Bondi came in and when she was asked questions about the department's response, basically said, you're going to have to ask Todd Blanche. But the other thing that the committee wants to understand from Todd Blanche is his conversations with the president about the ways in which the president appeared in the files. There's been reporting from the Wall Street Journal and others about conversations last May of 2025, between then Attorney General Bondi, Todd Blanche, and the president about all the times in which his name and the names of people close to him showed up in the files. That may or may not have impacted what we saw, but we still don't, for example, have handwritten notes from FBI interviews with an accuser who said she was sexually abused as a teenager, both by Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump. Were those conversations part and parcel of why we haven't seen them? Todd Blanche says we haven't seen them because they're duplicative. I'm sure the committee wants to press on that as well, Alicia.
Lisa Rubin, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.